Hey guys, we're
Yeah,
not dead.
it's been a
So
while.
first, I would like to apologize. I've been having some health issues. That's why we are so late with this episode. But also, another thing is, I feel like when it comes to really, really god awful media, we're kind of cursed because we've had to do this thing where we've had to re-record episodes. We were supposed to talk about another god awful Titanic movie. I unfortunately lost the audio. So we will review that movie, but the thing was just like I basically told Dad, it's like, Dad, I can't talk about that movie again right
I
now.
don't blame you.
So I pushed it back. We will talk about it, but instead we're talking about something that's been on our list for a while and something we both are familiar with.
Oh yeah, I actually saw this back as a kid when it was airing on Nickelodeon, and one day it was
Yep.
quite arbitrary for them to choose this movie. Guess because it was the cheapest.
Probably. So we are talking about The Point. So this 1971 film started out as a studio album by musician Harry Nilsson. Harry Nilsson, who also goes by just Nilsson, was a prolific musician
And I
and
believe he said he
songwriter.
came up with the idea when he was on acid one point and just went into the forest and saw everything had a point to it.
Hmm. Yeah, that would make some sense.
Okay. Oh, right. It's my turn. And in 1971,
Yeah.
Nielsen joined with Fred Wolf of Fred Wolf Films fame to create the animated special based off The Point. And yeah, we're no stranger to Fred Wolf's work on this podcast.
Nope.
And it would appear on ABC as part of the Movie of the Week program, which back when traditional TV was really big, they'd always do a Movie of the Week.
Hmm. And it wasn't always like a movie they owned. It would be like, hey, this is something somebody made. Let's see if we can get the rights to it. So let's see. So this is going to be really interesting. So for some reason, there's a bunch of different voice actors for one of the
The
characters,
father.
the narrator. So yeah, the father. So Dustin Hoffman, who was apparently friends with Nelson, agreed to voice the father and only did it for
Hmm.
$20,000. Which a lot of people's like, that's a lot, but a lot of actors would charge
Mm-hmm.
much more.
And
So then they had was voiced by Alan Barsman, another the, like, DVD release had Ringo Starr, who's also friends of Nelson. Now, the one I listened to, it was Alan
oh
Thicke, who
yeah,
was
and
the father.
Alan. Yeah, there was this one. I can't remember the guy's name, but I remember for one version of film I saw, the guy version of father was a bit more enthusiastic compared to Ringo's dryness.
They never really explain why there's so many different people voicing the father, but yeah. Yeah, I had Alan Thicke, and I don't know if they still have the Dustin Hoffman one flying around somewhere. No idea.
Okay, and Oblio, the main character, was voiced by Mike Lookinland, aka Bobby Brady from the popular '60s sitcom The Brady Bunch. And Parfies, the original voice of Boris from Rocky and Bullwinkle, and several other characters, voiced various characters throughout the film, including Oblio's father.
Alright, then I'm gonna try to say this name right. Leonard Wenberg, also known as uh, being HR Puff and stuff from the titular show, and the original Scrappy Doo played the Count in various other roles. William E. Martin, who voiced the Rock Band, was a prolific voice actor with a career spanning movies, televisions, and video games. His most famous role was Shredder, the villains of the Teenage
He
Mutant
was in the
Ninja
house, yeah.
Turtles.
And Buddy Foster, sister of Jodie Foster, voiced the Count's son, while Joan Gerber voiced Oblio's mother and other characters. She was also a prolific voice actress. She would reunite with Leonard, and the two began working on H.R. Puffin stuff. Uh,
Okay. So The Point also spawned a musical adaptation. The first one was shown at the Boston Repertory Theater and later toured with the Trinity Repertory Company. In 1976, another adaptation of the musical was presented at the Mermaid Theater, featuring both Davy Jones and Mickey Dolenz, two ex members of the band The Monkees, who were also close friends of Nelson. Alrighty. So this is a very So like I said, one of the things I like that I've done with our show is that we've done a thing where we kind of we make sure we sort of have like a balance of things. You know, we
Review
don't
bad
just
stuff.
review only crappy
Like
stuff.
I kind of have a
Yeah,
soft
because it would
spot for
just
this
be
film. I'm not gonna lie.
oh yeah. It's a really fun, sweet little film, and it has a good
Mhm.
message. We're gonna get into it. So there's a world where everybody is sort
Hang
of
on. You're getting
triangular
ahead of
shaped.
yourself.
Like,
It actually starts with this kid and his
oh,
father.
that's right.
Like the kid's, it's excited to see his favorite program, but father says, "You know, I remember there was a time when kids would be excited about their fathers reading stories to them, and he insists on reading him the point, but he doesn't seem to be realize that the point is a TV adaptation is the point is playing as he's reading the book, which I thought was a fun little wraparound to with them so the animation. And okay, now we
Yeah,
get
it's
to the
very
world.
clever. So, I think the first song
This
is
is the
"The
town and
Town."
this is the
And
people.
please yeah, it's such a fun little song. I really love the music in this. It's got a very chill
Hmm.
vibe, if that makes sense. And so we're introduced to the town, and everything has a very hand-drawn, sort of watercolor feeling to it. Like, it's not very polished considered, like, when you think of maybe it's like a Hayao Miyazaki film or
But
something, but
considering what they
I
had
don't
to
really
work
think it needs
with,
that to be.
they kind of made it pretty abstract, but simplistic at the same time.
Yeah.
It's a lot of TV studio animation studios did in order to work with the budget, like we saw with Hanna
Yeah,
Barbera
but
and J Wood Productions.
it's still
Hmm.
competent, you know? And I think it kinda works for this world. Like, the world is very surreal and weird. We'll get more into it, but it's a very fun, charming art style, and like we said, so in this town, everybody has a point, like, everyone's very triangle shaped. Um,
Like the people, the
and
buildings,
then
the
we are
animals, even the art.
mhm, and so we're yeah, yeah, there's this one scene I really like where there's an artist where he paints a circle and he goes to the museum and they throw him out. So then he paints a triangle and everybody loves it. But what happens is a little boy who's named Oblio is born, and Oblio was born without a
Now it
point.
has a round head.
Now, yes. Now the thing is, I really like the mom in this because the first thing she said was like, "We have a lot to be thankful for. He's very, healthy and happy." Like she doesn't seem to care that he doesn't have a point. It's only the dad who points it out.
Yeah, like he says, I mean, he has a wonderful disposition, and yeah, like he's trying to go with it, but he's also worried about his son, and cause he becomes the talk of the town about how he's a kid without point.
Mhm. Like people are
Mm.
just gossiping about them, and I'm like, I'm like, y'all are being so
Mhm.
rude. It's like, okay, who cares if the kid doesn't has a point? You're talking about a baby. Leave this child alone.
And but to make up for it, Oblio wears a hat made by his mom, which is a pointed hat, so he can try to fit in. And he also has a pet dog, Arrow, who has a pointed nose, because of course he does.
And the song that plays is
Yeah, I
"When
think
My
that's like the most popular
Arrow."
song from the album.
Yeah, I think so too. And I I love the
Yeah,
relationship between Oblio and,
says here that
Arrow.
the song reached number 34 on the U.S. Billboard Hot Top 100 back in 1971. Hmm.
It's a very
And
catchy, and
mellow.
again, it's very sweet. Mhm, very mellow. Um, and like I said, I really like the relationship between Oblio and Arrow, like, a very sort of popular trend in a lot of stories and older, like, movies was, the story of, like, a boy and his dog, and it's a very simple, trope where you have a boy and a dog, and they're super close, so it's adorable, it's super cute. Arrow is a very fun character. Now, it seems like the kids don't almost all the kids do not care that Oblio doesn't have a
Except
point,
for one.
because we see oh, yeah, the
Hmm.
Count's son, who's purple for some reason. Like, everybody in this is orange. The only characters who aren't orange are the Count, his kid, and Oblio. Um, but they're playing something called I think it is
Yeah,
a
like
triangle
where
toss?
they throw a triangle ring and try to catch on the pointed heads. And while the kids are eager to
Mm.
let Oblio play, the Count's son says, "No, he doesn't have a point. He can't play." Hey,
But apparently, the other kids don't really care, but I always found this part funny where they say, "The boy was liked, but he was not well liked."
yeah, yeah, he was more like feared because he was related to the
Yeah,
Count.
and the Count's not, like,
Mhm.
that well liked either, we'll see later, but basically, we s so, like, Oblio's a really chill kid too, so he says, "Yeah, me and Arrow always play," so then the Count challenges them, so whoever
Two
I
out of
think it was
three, yeah.
best 2 out of 3? Mhm. So, like, the way this game works is you throw this, like, kind of triangle shaped disc, and then you catch it on your point. Oblio uses Arrow because Arrow is got like a pointed nose, so Arrow can catch it. And I thought this was kind of funny. And again, this is a cartoon, so of course things are going to be very cartoonish. But the Count just brings out this random female dog he has, and Arrow gets distracted by the female dog.
So the Count and son wins the first round. However, second round, the Count gets distracted himself by a bunch of girls, which leads to him and it leads to Oblio winning the second round. And let's see, ad playing. Hang on. So I got the movie up on YouTube to jog my memories.
Me too.
And okay, and it's a final
Super
point,
professional.
and the Count tries to cheat by tapping Oblio, but his dog Arrow manages to catch the final ring, and
Hmm.
but the Count's but this he's not happy about losing to Oblio, so he goes to talk about it with his dad, which leads to a line that does not age well. It says,
Which
"I've
was
groomed you. Oh, how I've groomed you."
oh,
Yeah,
yeah, languages change, people. So we kind of see, where this is
like
going
the
now.
trying to make his son follow in his footsteps.
Mhm. And then see the Count goes to the king,
Who's yeah,
and he says, now the king I don't think is really a bad person. He's just a little too
yeah,
permissive at the beginning.
yeah. Like he doesn't have much of a
But
backbone. He tries to avoid conflict.
mhm. But he'll redeem himself later. But basically what happens is the the Count, being the schemer he is, tells the king, it's like, "Yeah, everything has to have a point. That's the rule of this town,
Yeah,
right?"
like the king in likes Oblio. Oh, he knows him, but he unfortunately goes along with it because they do convince him that it's the law.
Yeah. And the thing is like, yeah, everyone has a point, but in this town, there's no. It's not like they use the points for anything in everyday use. It's like that's just the way the town is. But fear mongering works. They put this poor child on a trial. And I actually did like this scene because I thought it was kind of realistic where how like, you'll have people with differing opinions because there's a lot of people who do defend Oblio and they're like, this is horrible. It's not everybody, but they can't really do anything because, the king is in charge. And unfortunately, the Count gets his way and they banish Oblio.
Yeah, he's banished to the forest with no point. And this is
Yeah.
where we get to
And
another. Sorry.
Arrow
Yeah.
goes with him.
So everyone says their goodbyes. It's
It's
genuinely
actually
pretty
a pretty
sad.
sad
Yeah.
scene.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
Hmm. I feel sorry the most for his mom because I think Oblio's like, I don't even think he's like a teen. He's a kid, and he's being banished.
Yeah, and that's where we get to the next song. Think about your troubles, which is pretty trippy.
Again, like, I kind of am gonna, I don't know if people will agree with me or disagree with me on this. But I don't think when it comes to animation, not every scene has to have, a relevant point. It can just also be like, "Hey, let's show how skilled we
Yeah,
are."
they want clearly want to
Because I
show off.
think of
Like it's a very trippy scene with a lot of watermark colored markers and water paint, I believe.
because it makes me think of also like remember in Dumbo,
Oh
the pink
yeah.
elephant scene.
Oh, I absolutely love that scene as a kid. Like John was creep. He said as a kid he found that creepy, but you look talking to someone who grew up on Ren
It,
and Stimpy and Looney Tunes, and it reminded me a lot of that one short Porky Pig in Wacky
yeah.
Land.
And here's the thing, it's like if you took the pink elephant scene out of Dumbo, you wouldn't lose anything, but
Hmm.
we like it because it's super cool looking. It's very creative. And again, it's like when it comes to animation, it's fun to see like what the animators can do. Um, like I recently the cast of the Amazing Digital Circus watched Raggedy Ann and Andy, a musical
Oh yeah,
adventure,
yeah.
because Gooseworks was very inspired by that
I mean,
movie.
Richard Williams was a
And they were
master of his
talking to
work, despite taking on
oh yeah.
jobs he wasn't enthusiastic about.
And like they all kind of agreed that like the beginning and like the endings are kind of like the best part because they're very sweet and chill. But like in the middle, it's a little overstimulating, but we also do get some of like the best animation you'll probably ever see. Like the scene with the greedy, that animated scene is it's really disturbing and weird. And then like it's never talked about again, but it has some of the best
Mm,
animation you have ever seen.
mm.
So again, I do like that this is a film where it's like we not everything has to be story related. Let's just show some cool visuals. I also like how this movie's not that fast paced.
Yeah, like it's very mellow, which fits the music.
Hmm. Oh yeah.
Like
And so
sorry, yeah,
go
like
ahead.
cut to commercial break and it comes back to the dad and his son again, and the son saying stuff like, "Oh, I liked how the film and looked. He looked pretty good." And the at first the dad thinks he's just imagining what the film looks and not seeing, because he's unaware that the movie is playing on the TV in his room. Yeah, I like Alan Thicke's narration more than Ringo Starr. Like he's more
Mm,
enthusiastic. Like I feel like he actually sounds like a dad.
yeah. So then, like we said, they got banished to the pointless forest.
Yeah,
And this is where we're introduced to I don't want to he's not really an antagonist. I guess he's just a recurring character, the pointed man.
yeah. Like Orbla begins to notice that the forest kind of has points to it. And however, the pointed man says that because he's pointing everywhere, there's no point to it. And
Which
mhm.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah, like
He kind of reminds me
oh
of like
yeah,
the Mad
definitely. I was
Hatter
about to say
in a
like
way,
he has his attitude and the way he talks reminds me of the Mad Hatter.
with like a little bit of Tweedledee
Hmm.
and Tweedledum because the pointed man has three different faces and each one is voiced by somebody different, which is really clever and creative.
Yeah, and so oh Oblio and Arrow hiding a log from these giant bees, and but the log rolls down and it's where they meet the Rockman, I believe, who has a very oh
I really
yeah
like the design of the Rock Man. He's, I think, one
yeah
of my
it's like an
favorite designs in this.
amalgamation of a bunch of different rocks cobbled together.
Mhm. And I also just really like him as a character because he's a very chill person. Like, who's he voiced by again? I'm gonna check real quick.
Uh we
Who's
we
the
had
voice?
it up
William E. Martin. Yeah, William E. Martin
mhm.
did a really great job. He has such a soothing voice. And the Rock Man's like talking to Oblio, and he's kind of trying to explain to him it's like, you don't need to rush through life. You need to take
Mhm.
things slow. And just because people say you don't have a point doesn't mean they're right. He's kind of like, this sort of sage, wise man. And also, we've actually talked about a movie he's been in on this show. He was the voice of the Nightmare King.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew his voice sounded familiar.
Yeah, so Obio considers that the Rockman's point is taking it easy.
Mhm.
Because physically he might not have any points, but there's a point to his lifestyle, which he tells the pointed
Yeah.
man again.
And once again, the pointed man is like, "Yeah, nah, he's pointless." But Oblio is like, "No, no, he's not. He doesn't have like any points on his body, but that doesn't mean he does not have a point as a person." This is going to be a
Mhm.
recurring theme.
Yeah, like, oh, sorry.
Then we have, oh,
Yeah,
go ahead.
like the pointed man runs away, and Arrow almost falls into a hole where seems to be a guy sleeping inside.
Sounds like somebody is, but we never see them because the hole is very, very deep.
And I think this is where we get into the next song, Lifeline.
Hmm. And this is another scene that's just cool animation for the sake of it, which again, totally fine. And it fits the theme, like this, the mellowness of this whole movie.
Let's see. So I'm just catching
And
up.
then I think the pointed man shows up. Yeah, the pointed man shows up again. I also want to say I really do like the backgrounds of the world. It's very
Yeah,
Seussian.
like it's a mixture of white backgrounds with bright colorful things to, which makes it easier for them to pop up out and stand out.
Hmm.
And it's there they run into these ladies who are like living bubbles almost.
And they're
Yeah,
singing. Like, see, what happens is Arrow hears them and runs off because they were singing
the point of view waltz,
and dancing.
POV waltz, I think it's called in the track.
Yeah. And at first, Arrow scares them, but then Oblio's like, "Yeah, don't scare them." I'm like, "Oh, I like this." He's like, Oblio's such a sweet kid. It's
Yeah, and
hard
they
not to like
start
him.
dancing
But
as
he's like,
well.
yes, and singing, and they bounce like him up in the air. And then, again, they don't have a point either because they're all like rounded. They're kind of like he says, like pink bubbles,
Yeah, like
and then they
yeah,
fly off all
yeah. So
happy.
the pointed man claims those ladies have no points, but because they're around. But Oblo says, no, they got a point. They're having fun all with singing and dancing.
Yeah, they're happy.
So yeah, because despite being called the boss of no points, Oblo finds a lot of point in this stuff. Even the leaves, which is where
Hmm.
they run into this shrub-like man. Mhm.
This guy's fun. I like him
And let's see.
because he kind of starts talking like there's a specific comedian he's imitating, but I don't know his name.
He
Um,
sounds like
but
Dom
he's like talking.
DeLuise, I believe. Uh, uh,
Actually,
but
he
the
kind of
credit
does. Yeah,
says he's voiced by Paul Frees. It just shows how much range the man
but
had.
he. Oh yeah, but like he basically Oblio accidentally steps on his leaves, and he's talking about like, oh, his fall line of leaves and
Yeah,
everything,
he's.
and like how important it is
Mhm.
to him.
Yeah, like he's the way he sees it. He has a business.
Hmm. And see, I think now I'm not 100% sure, but I think he's supposed to sort of be like maybe a collector, showing that even if somebody doesn't get somebody's collection, it matters to them. It's I also sort of think it's like how, some people are not like big like that into fashion, but just because you don't understand fashion doesn't mean it's pointless. Like some people can be into certain things, it can matter a lot to them, but just because it doesn't matter to you doesn't mean it's like not important, doesn't mean it's pointless.
Yeah. And let's see here. Try to skip it. Ah, ad. Of course, there's a freaking ad.
Don't worry. We're introduced to the pointed man yet again. And once again, Oblio is defending the creatures of the pointed forest. Because again, the pointed man keeps trying to tell them like these people don't have points, but Oblio defends them. It's like, No, they do have points, just not in like the traditional way,
Yeah.
you know?
But little did Oblium know was that a bird, some a bird's in the sky.
Really big one.
Yeah, like I did, and he snatches them both, and commercial again, and well, the dad's reading, the kid says, "Oh, don't worry, Dad. The kids, Oblio and Arrow won't be in trouble or drop or anything. And it's just how these stories go." But the father's saying, "Oh, I wouldn't say that, Sid. I mean, you don't know what it's like up there."
But he is right because the bird just drops them, and there's this really big egg that's balanced on this pointed rock.
And I think that's where we get into the next song called, let's see, track listing. Are you sleeping? No, wait, that's not.
There was like a song between these scenes, but nothing really happened. Again, we're just animating, showing how cool the cool stuff we can do.
Yeah, it's very, very trippy. Eh,
Hmm.
And oh yeah, it's where they're introduced to this massive egg.
Yep. And of course, eggs, they're like an oval shape. They're not pointed, but then a bird beak pops out and the egg shakes and this tiny
Yeah,
little
like
bird with
it's
this
way
massive beak
smaller than
comes
the egg,
out.
like even smaller than Oblio and Arrow.
I
Yeah, it
think it's
has a
adorable.
massive beak though, so only it has a point.
Hmm. And Oblio's like talking to the bird and explain and like discovering, we didn't think you had a point, but you did. We were surprised to find you have a point, even if it looked like you didn't. Again, like we're getting to the end of the film. You guys are probably understanding what like the main theme is. I think the mom comes back.
Yeah, and takes the bird away.
Yeah.
And as Oblio and Arrow sleep, Oblio has a very trippy dream, which is the other song. This is when we get into Are You Sleeping? Oblio
Hmm.
has a very surreal dream based on everything he's seen.
Also, wait, before that, he meets the Pointed Man one
Oh
last time.
yeah,
And I think this is the last time. I'm pretty sure this is the last time because like the Pointed Man starts to get annoyed with Oblio because for some reason they seem upset that he's not agreeing with them.
yeah, definitely. And let's see here. Oh, and this is where they see a stone hand with a finger pointing to the destination point. And it's there where they reunite with everyone at the land of the point who's happy to see him, especially his parents.
Yeah. Is because like I also like the mom when she's like, I miss my son, I miss my little Oblio. But his dad's like, well, it's the law. It's like, well, it's a dumb law, and I think you should have said something. And I agree. It's like okay, so like I don't know if this was intentional, but I think this also is a good lesson to teach kids that it's like just because something is the law doesn't necessarily mean it's a good law. Because like we used to have a lot of laws, like black people couldn't vote, women couldn't vote, women were seen as property, etc., etc. One of the things about us is, as we grow as people and as a society, we take a look at what's been laws and try to fix the world so it's better for everybody. But yeah, Oblio comes back and everyone's really, really happy.
Well, the Duke's very furious, and however, the king finally goes a backbone and says that Obilo should speak for himself. And
Yeah, he wants to hear what Oblio has to say, and so does
yeah,
everybody
like
else.
Obilo says that the force of no point does have a point, and everything in it has a point.
Yeah, and he says if they've got a point, then I probably do too. And the count, of course, being the villain that he is, he's like, no, that's not right. Because if he had a point, he would have one, and he knocks Oblio's hat off of Oblio's head, and it is discovered that Oblio's head is no longer round, and he has a little point.
And this revelation causes everyone to lose their points and have a round head as well, even all the buildings.
Mhm. And the count uh, picks up his son and runs away because he's so embarrassed. But it ends with Oblio putting his hat back on. So basically, the whole thing is just because people say you don't have a point doesn't mean they're right. Just because people say something's pointless doesn't mean it is. You can find your point, find your meaning in life. It doesn't have to be the same as everybody else's. You have value regardless of what other people say.
Yeah, I yeah, the dad even says so himself. Everyone has a point, even if it doesn't show.
Mhm.
And so as he tucks him into bed, the kid thanks the dad for reading him the story, and that's the end of the movie.
It's such a sweet ending. Honestly, I love this kind of stuff. It's like I said, this doesn't have to
Perfect.
be the art doesn't have to be super detailed. The story doesn't have to be super groundbreaking or thoughtful. I love how mellow the music is. I love the colors of everything. It's fun, it's simple, and it's like that's the thing. I sometimes feel like a lot of times when it comes to animated stuff, a lot of people think you got to throw everything at the wall and see what
No,
sticks.
this
Like
is
I
like a
mentioned,
very mellow movie.
mhm. Like I had mentioned Raggedy Ann and Andy, a musical adventure. And it's like, while I think that movie is an animation marvel, I can understand why kids and families didn't like it because some of the scenes were very
Mhm.
overstimulating. Like even when the cast of Amazing Digital Circus was watching that, they even said, "I am overstimulated," and I think that was like the perfect way to put it because like after they sing the song "Candy Hearts and
Mhm.
Paper Flowers," things just kind of go crazy and there's so much to look at and that can sometimes be very overwhelming. I kind of wish we had more stuff where it's like, it's animated and it's mellow. Like we watched the movie Flow a while
Oh
back.
yeah, yeah. That had no dialogue whatsoever.
Yep, the animals didn't talk, there were no pop songs. It just was very like there was tension, because like what happened is the earth became overrun with water and water levels rise and everything. But the movie was very soothing in a way.
Mhm.
And even though the characters didn't talk, we still felt the
Mhm.
connection. They didn't have to talk. It was nice. It was just a nice simple movie and I kind of would like it if maybe more people and again, I'm not saying that animation has to always be nice and mellow, but it's nice when it is.
Yeah, it was despite how simplistic the animation and character designs and backgrounds may look, they clearly put a lot of thought into it. Like how, like I said, the right lightness of the backgrounds help a lot of the colors pop out more.
Mhm. Like you can tell effort was put into this. And you can tell that also like even though you said that Nilsson, was kind of high when he came up with this idea, it still feels like there was thought put into the plot and the world and everything. It's just a fun little movie, and it was also such a breath of fresh air after watching that really shitty Titanic movie. So I think I'll give this a
Yeah,
4.5.
4.5 sounds about well. I mean, the plot's basic, but it's still a sweet message, and the trippy visuals make it worth a watch, in my opinion. Mm.
Yeah, I highly recommend this. The whole video is on YouTube. We watched the one with Alan Thicke, and I think they might have the Ringo Starr version there too. All right. So what I'm gonna do is go through a lot of our sad news. I'm gonna go through all that, and then we're gonna just hop on
Mm.
in. All right. So we unfortunately had a lot of deaths.
Yeah.
One of them was Peebo Bryson, the R&B singer, known for a lot of Disney classics. He has unfortunately passed away at age 75. Now, a lot of people might not know his name, but you have heard his golden voice. Um, Back in, like, I would say maybe the 80s, Disney would do a thing where at the end of the movie there would be a pop
R&B,
version.
like proper
So
R&B.
yeah, yeah. Um, so at the end of Aladdin, Peebo Bryson sang "A Whole New World" with, oh, who was it? I can't remember who it is. With Regina Bell, and then um,
Beauty
he
and the Beast
sang
at the end of, well, Beauty and the Beast.
with Celine
Oh, wow.
Dion. Um, yes, I don't think it says
But
what
he
he. I
also
think he. Let me see.
had his own R&B hits, like Tonight I Celebrate My Love and If Ever You're in My Arms Again, and which are very popular
Yes, he
songs.
had such a beautiful, gorgeous voice. He passed away due to complications from a stroke that he suffered. Then after that, like, this was a thing where it feels like we got hit with a lot, unfortunately.
No. Marjane and Satrapi, French and Iranian artist and author of Persepolis, dead at 56. I mean, she
This
wasn't
is a
even
film
old
we have
yet.
not reviewed yet. Yeah, we haven't reviewed this film yet, but it's a very popular animated film. Persepolis was a graphic novel she wrote about growing up in Iran, and it was nominated for a bunch of awards, and then they later animated it into a movie. She was a very prolific writer and artist.
She would also,
Um,
she
I don't
also
think.
directed another film we watched on this podcast, The Voices, starring Ryan Reynolds.
Mhm. She was a very talented person. I don't think it says what she passed of,
Let's see.
unfortunately.
What does it say?
So yeah, Persepolis was adapted into a film in 2007 and won the jury prize at the Cannes Film Festival and was nominated for an Academy Award. She also directed a movie called Radioactive in 2019 about Marie Curie, starring Rosamund Pike.
Yeah, like her story really resonated with a lot of women growing up in Iran, especially a lot of women's rights activists in the area.
Yeah. All right.
And yeah,
Now, okay. So, Chad, have you ever watched Buffy?
my dad had watched it back in the day.
Okay. I've never watched Buffy. It's on my never-ending to watch list, but unfortunately a very major actor from the Buffy the Vampire Slayer franchise unfortunately
James
passed
Handy.
away. British actor Anthony Head was Rupert, and
Oh, you skipped one.
he was also in
You
Ted
skipped one.
Lasso.
James
What?
Handy.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Okay. James Handy, Top Gun Maverick actor, was stabbed to death in L.A. By, I think, his son's girlfriend.
Yeah, like Michael Gildy, the son of Handy's girlfriend, was also arrested in connection with the killing. And like he was 81, but he was murdered. Like it wasn't even natural causes, which hits harder.
I know.
Let's see, the 44
He,
year old suspect also lives at the residence with his mother. Flagged down responding officers. Police say, telling them he was the only one they were looking for. He was arrested and transported to Fan News jail, and his bail is set at $2 million. Let's see.
jeez.
Okay, so you were saying?
Did they say why it? Oh,
I'm not entirely sure.
did they say why he did it? Yeah, it doesn't say why he did it. Poor guy. All
Jesus.
right. So as I was saying, uh, so British actor Anthony Head, who played Rupert, was has passed away at 72. He passed away peacefully after due to complications with
No.
pneumonia at his house. So thankfully he wasn't
Yeah,
alone.
and at least it was in his sleep. Yep, and let's see.
Mhm.
Oh, it was first when Ted
So, Sarah
Lasso. My mom and I have been meaning to get to
yeah,
see that one.
I've heard it's really good. Sarah Michelle Gellar, who played the titular Buffy, says, "Tell Giles I figured it out and I'm okay. Well, I don't have it figured it out. I'm not okay, but I know I'm the lucky one because I knew you. Thank you to Daisy and Emily, who not only share their dad with me, but with the world." Oh my God, that's so sweet. Who does he play in Ted Lasso? He plays Roy Kent. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Unfortunately, the sad
Oh God,
news doesn't stop here. David
this one's
DeFay
depressing.
Chase, star of The Ring and Lilo and Stitch, dead at 35. Oh my god.
Yeah, this story just kept getting more and more depressing. So she was the voice of Lilo, and she was also in The Ring. Um, so apparently, she had a case of meningitis as well as an infection in her blood, which had which caused septic issues and led to her body shutting down. I don't know if it says it here, but I think from what I understand, she was also homeless.
Yeah, she was current at the moment. I mean, living with her boyfriend at the time.
Yeah. And she was also the voice of Chihiro in Spirited Away. Like all of this
Oh
just
god.
really
It,
sucks. She was only 35.
it,
She was 2 years younger than me. Ugh.
I was the same age as her. Oh god. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's really sad that
This
this is industry just treats former child actors as dead just because they get older.
Yeah, and, like, when you look at it, Lilo and Stitch has made Disney a lot of money, and the fact that they couldn't even be bothered to possibly try to help her just
Yeah,
really
like.
I think there is a, like, new Lilo and Stitch short coming out. I'm hoping they
Mm-hmm.
dedicate it to her. Right. This one's also really sad because this is another person who died, very young. Oliver Tree, Alien Boy and Life Goes On musician, dead at 32 in a helicopter
Jesus.
crash. Yeah, I'm never getting in a helicopter.
God, like, okay, so Oliver Tree is, can add. It's, oh, oh, it's he's a singer, and she in Brazil, and was synonymous with the bullcon vibrant 80s fashion, spent his early career producing dubstep and performing the San Francisco Bay Area under the artist name Tree. He debuted his first uh, single, Demons. Let's see. He released When I'm Down, on Alien Boy, All That Ex Alien Boy. And wow, he had a really big following on TikTok, like 15.4 million in followers. My
Mhm.
God.
So, the artist that I follow, Baby No Money, he knew Tree, so I know he's very, torn up about his death as well. This just really sucks because he was really, really young, and I think he had a girlfriend too. I don't think I think it took her a while to comment something, but I feel extremely bad for her. Life does go on. It just sucks when we lose extremely talented people. But now that we got all that out of the way, let's get on to
Oh
everything
yeah, and we
else.
had a lot of gaming and I believe gaming news recently because
Oh yeah.
all the big companies had their uh, presentations passed in June. And
Yep. All right.
yeah, you got
So
this one.
first up,
Oh,
go ahead. You got this
yeah,
one,
you
or
got it. You're
I
the
got
bigger
it.
Cuphead fan.
All right. Yeah. All right. So I'm actually really surprised about this. We got a trailer that announced that not one, but two completely different Cuphead games are in production. I really like how it was revealed. They had a puppet that kind of looked like Cuphead doing like a news announcement. So we're getting the Mighty Cuphead Adventure, which
Yeah,
looks
it's
like
like
it's going to
an
be a pixel
yeah, it's like a
inspired platform.
inspired by the 8-bit era and Sega Master System era. And the second game, it's far too early in the concept stage to reveal anything about it, so you're gonna have to wait a few years for that, especially with how long the first Cuphead game took to develop.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but I'm excited about this. Even though I'm not good at Cuphead, I still love it. So, and I didn't know if we were gonna get any more games from them, but I'm happy that
Yeah,
we are.
especially with how exhausted we
Alright.
were when working on the first Cuphead.
Oh, yeah, because they 2D animated, like, all of it. Alright. And now I know you and, John are gonna be excited about this.
Ho ho oh Resident Evil Veronica revealed. Now this we were blown away when we first heard this announcement. And like we're living in like a Resident Evil renaissance at the moment, where they're just releasing a bunch of
Mhm.
amazing games, both original and remakes, and that RE engine looks so realistic.
Uh-huh. This looks beautiful.
Yeah, like at first we didn't even know it was a Resident Evil game, as it's entirely told from a person's point of view of someone staying in some Eastern European country. It looks like
Maybe
maybe.
France? I'm getting, like, either France or maybe Italy.
Yeah, and they saw off a bunch of creepy
The
visuals, and there they slowly revealed the logo in reverse. They said the V, the E, and finally the R.
Yeah, there has been, like, this renaissance of, like, Resident Evil, and they've just been hitting it out of the
Yeah, like
park.
this is a remake of Code Veronica, which hasn't seen a lot of re-releases. Like, it's not just a simple remaster; they're completely remaking it from the ground up. Then we finally see Claire Redfield, as she continues to search for her brother. Yeah, I'm really excited about this, and it's coming out next year.
Oh, yeah. I'm being quiet because I am watching the trailer because I haven't watched it yet.
Ooh, let me know what you think.
Really, I just can't get over how the people look, how the textures and the backgrounds. They have really, really done a fantastic job. I don't trust this old lady though. I don't trust you. I know, I'm too smart, man. I still haven't played Resident Evil. I have so my thing is I'm doing is when the games go on sales when I buy them. And I have like I think the original Resident Evil, I want to do an entire playthrough of like the current ones. But man, this is a franchise that's had a lot of hits recently. And that doesn't
Yeah,
that okay, I think it is France cuz that looks like French writing on that candy box. I don't speak French, but it's like I've seen a lot of French words. Oh, nope, she's going towards the door. Don't do it, don't open it. Don't look through the peephole either. Again, I've just seen too many trailers for horror properties. No, don't open the door.
mhm.
Oh no, somebody grabbed her.
Yeah, so I'm
See, I do remember for a while, I feel like Resident Evil was having some problems because didn't they release like that really bad Resident Evil
yeah, and
movie?
on top of that, Resident Evil 6, they basically try to double down on the action gameplay while focusing on a bunch of different campaigns, aims, which made it hard for people to follow the story. And felt a lot less like a survival horror game and more like a generic action shooter.
So I've said this before, if something's kind of established as a certain genre, it's really hard to just suddenly change it out of nowhere. And the thing is, like, I know one of the reasons people like Resident Evil is they like the characters, the stories, but also like the puzzles are a really big thing of it too.
Yeah, definitely. Like
Ah,
those
uh,
games had some real mind benders, which dealt with a lot of
all
backtracking
right,
and
next. uh,
sorry.
All right, it is Alien Isolation is getting a
Yeah, like
sequel.
this surprised me as well. Like people uh figured it out when they saw the 20th Century Games logo, which is basically what Disney called all the stuff they bought up from the facts.
Oh.
Yeah, cause they ever since they got the rights, Disney views Alien as a key IP now, which is why, yeah,
Well, I
yeah.
mean, uh, of course, it makes sense.
Like they got that new movie that came out a few years, and Alien Earth, which is like gotten a lot of critical acclaim on Disney Plus. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was hilarious that when you booted up Disney Plus, you see right on the logo, they advertised the Alien Collection, which I thought was hilarious considering it's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, the idea that Disney owns Alien just won't that is, like, just hilarious because it's so not their thing.
Yeah, but after the
Like, this is not
yeah, but
oh, go ahead.
after buying a lot of Fox as hits, I think they're trying to move more into stuff for a mature crowd now. Like
Yeah.
sorry.
But, like, the thing is they can't use, like, the Disney name, that's I think you're right, like, they bought the Fox because they're like, "We can't just release something R-rated and put our name on it because that just won't work." Disney's not it's not for adults, it's for families. Oh my gosh, this
Yeah,
looks
and which
amazing.
is why they named that division 20th Century Studios now. And it's funny that they moved the 20th Century TV animation team onto the Disney Studio lot. Like I saw they now work in the same building as Disney TV Animation, but they got a bunch of the displays is themed after The Simpsons, Family Guy, and so on in that building now.
Alright, you're
Okay,
next, Jad.
Platinum Games developing TMNT The Last Ronin. Like, at first I thought this project was dead
Ooh.
since we haven't heard a thing about it for years, but seems like
Tell them what The Last Ronin
The Last
is.
Ronin is a graphic novel by Ninja Turtles creators Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird, which focuses on a post-apocalyptic New York run by the Foot Clan now in a dystopian future. And we only see one turtle named the Last Ronin, whose brothers and Master Splinter have fallen, so now he wields all weapons of his fallen brothers, as he goes on a hunt for vengeance against the Foot Clan.
This is considered to be one of the best, like, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles spinoffs.
Oh yeah, like it garnered a lot of acclaim from both critics and turtle fans alike.
I think it, won an Eisner Award, if
I
I'm
wouldn't be surprised, personally.
remembering correctly. Alright, next up, we've got Star Wars Galactic
Yeah,
Racers.
it seems to be a racing spin-off for the pod racers, fully modern one with a story mode
Ooh,
campaign from the
fun.
looks of it.
That's fun, even though, like, The Phantom Menace is not that good, the pod
Yeah.
racing scenes are
Oh, it's
always
not
a
just
delight to
pod racers;
watch.
it's a bunch of flying vehicles as well.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, yeah, I'm a sucker for a good racing game, and this seems like fun. And it's coming out this October. But that's not the only Star Wars
Oh,
news we
dude.
got. Star Wars Hero
Ooh, that's
Company, a
right.
turn-based strategy spin-off, is also announced. Yeah, like I can see
Interesting.
this is heavily inspired by XCOM. A lot of cover, a lot of strategy, shooting, and long range weapons.
So,
Hmm.
yeah, looks like a so you're basically saying it's just
Yeah,
a
turn-based
strategy-based
strategy.
game. Ah.
They like focus in on cover, destructible covers, and weapon, and some especially firearms. So yeah, this seems like fun,
So,
especially.
I have to say both of these
Mhm.
trailers look amazing.
Oh, that's fun. You can even use a droid, right, as an ally who just shoots out grenades.
That's awesome. Oh, that's beautiful. That was a
Oh, and
beautiful
even got
shot.
Jedi's. Yeah, that's gonna be great.
Oh, this is gonna be
Yeah.
fun. See, I've said this, like, the thing about Star Wars is they kind of have a thing where it's, like, a balance, like, they'll have a lot of misses, but then they'll have a lot of
Hmm.
hits. Ah, the droid. I love droids. That's like one of the things I think I'll always love about Star Wars is I love their
Oh yeah,
droids.
like the Scrimblows.
Yes. Like R2D2 is still one of my favorite
Yeah.
robot characters. I don't care what anyone says. Oh, we got some Mandalorians too. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Some stormtroopers, more droids, which I love.
Still watching the trailer?
Yeah. And I'm sorry if you hear some noise, but I like I said took a shower beforehand, and to make sure that I don't get a lot of knots, I have to make sure that I brush my hair after I get out the shower. Thankfully, I have a brush that makes it less painful. Oh yeah, yes. Dude,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just excited. It's been a while since I've been like excited for a
Yeah.
Star Wars thing.
Same, yeah. Yeah, and
Little droid.
mhm. Love that one shot where the Jedi starts using the Force to push away enemies when he got too grounded. Uh,
hmm
hang on, like,
It kind of looks like it's all going to be
mhm.
original characters.
Yeah, like I don't know where in the timeline it takes place in, but looks fun. Hang on, I gotta get some more water. Mind
Kind
taking it from
of.
me real quick?
Go ahead. All right. I'm gonna let's see. So we got a first look at year 2 DLC for Sonic Racing Crossworlds. I've yet to play this. It's not that I dislike racing games. It's just I'm still not that great at them. And I'm also slowly becoming a Sonic fan because of my friends. So this is year is Sonic's I think 35th and oh my gosh, we're getting they're adding the Ninja Turtles and the characters of Avatar. Oh my gosh. Now guys, see, I haven't watched this trailer. So I'm like legitimately surprised. And I've heard good things about this game too. So, oh my gosh, it's Godzilla. Emergency, emergency. Dude, Evangelion? Man, a new indie game? Sonic Pico Park. Interesting. Again, it's been Sonic is turning 35 this year. We were actually talking about this because not only did Sonic turn 35, but Pokemon is celebrating its 30th anniversary as well. All right, so after Sonic, we got I think this is Final Fantasy 7. Yeah, Final Fantasy 7 Revelation trailer. So if you guys are not aware, they've been remaking the Final Fantasy series, which makes sense because I feel like when it comes to like titular JRPGs, people usually think of the Final Fantasy series. 7, I think, was probably their most successful. Don't ask me what the story is, guys. I'm very behind on a lot of stuff. Ow. But anyways, it looks
Sorry
like
about
this
that. I'm back now.
is let's see. Okay, I'm glad you're here. Jad, I'm still behind on like my Final Fantasy lore. What is
Okay, so
Revelation?
Final Fantasy Revelation is the third installment of the Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy. Yes, they did
Okay.
the remake was so big they split up into three different games. Like you had the first part which sets part takes place mainly in Midgard. Then you had the other half for other third one, where it's basically the second part where it focuses on a lot of the story after getting out of Midgard and meeting up with new parties. And this third one looks like it's gonna take place Ace right when the comet is coming towards the planet. And so now the party has to
Yeah.
team up, is preparing an assault to save the planet and stop Sephiroth.
So I think I'm gonna add the remake to my Throne wish list so I can be caught up because holy shit, that
Yeah,
looks
Tom
amazing.
and Luffy are having me play the original version for the channel before I go near this one.
So like again, as I said, this is one of like the titular JRPGs. And even if you've never played like a Final Fantasy game, a lot of the characters have been in other games
Kingdom
like
Hearts,
I think Cloud's yeah, Cloud's with
Cloud and
Cloud
Sephiroth on Smash,
Tifa, Aerith.
and
Yeah, that's
now
right.
Tifa's been
So
added
it's
as
like these
DLC for Street Fighter 6.
oh, cool. So basically, like these are very
Mm-hmm.
iconic and important characters to the world of video games. Oh yeah. Me and John, as we were playing Persona last night, we were talking about this. Um, Persona 4 is getting a remake.
Oh yeah, yeah. Persona 4 Revival. It was announced like a year ago, and now it has an official release date, February 18th. The mid,
It already looks good. We know this
yeah,
is
the
gonna be
midnight
good
piano.
because all the remakes they've
Mm-hmm.
done have done
Oh yeah,
really,
I
really
absolutely
well.
love 3 Reload. Oh, that was really fun, and Junpei best boy. Yeah, Luffy's part to
I'm
Akihiko,
just
but Junpei.
I'm just gonna say this real quick. One of the reasons I like Atlas is I love their
Oh
creature
yeah,
designs. They make some of the most weird and unhinged
yeah, I
creatures,
absolutely
and I
love
love
it.
it. That's one of the reasons. Yeah, that's also why I love Metaphori Fantasio so much. Which, Jad, do you have Metaphor yet?
Not yet. I have a lot of other
I might
JRPGs
give.
to play before we get to that.
Yeah, I might give
Aw.
that to you though. But again, it's just like everything about this looks good. And another thing they've been doing is in the game they'll have some like cutscenes that are like
Yeah,
anime,
hand drawn.
which makes sense because again, this is a Japanese, yeah, company.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
like
I
a
can't remember
part
which Persona
RPG,
game I
part
have.
visual novel, almost.
Yeah, I think that's why people like these games so much. But also, like the thing is they make very fun, enjoyable characters as well.
Yeah, like, I remember we showed Luffy Mothman for the first time, and they just let out a joyous scream once they saw him. Yeah. Eh,
Oh, this I'm loving. I am like
yeah.
engrossed in
I
this
also
trailer,
love
guys.
how
I'm
trippy
excited for
the
that.
UI and menus look. Like, it's not just a static basic menu, they make it look as visually appealing as possible.
Oh, and it's coming out pretty
Yep,
soon. It's coming out
February.
in February. Alrighty. Oh, I know John's excited about this.
Oh, yeah, like, the Persona news ain't slowing down, because they let out a teaser that Persona 6 is in development.
I think I remember sharing this to our group because of course we have a group chat, and since they're playing the Persona games on, Super Bonus Round, I knew everybody would want to hear this. We are getting a Persona 6.
Yeah, like, it's just,
We don't have any characters. It's just a very simple
you
teaser,
see a
but
bunch of
I'm
graves,
excited.
and the color green holds a lot of significance. So, yeah, this is gonna.
Okay.
I'm excited about that. And.
Okay. We did accidentally
Oh,
skip
oh
one.
shit.
So, if those of you who are not aware, Super Bonus Round came from the game Spyro. And Spyro, I think, was it
No,
Rare
it was
who made Spyro?
Insomnia Games. They since moved on
Yes.
to other titles like Ratchet and Clank, Resistance, Spider Man.
But I think like Spyro was kind of their answer to like
Yeah,
Mario
the
and Sonic.
platformer collectathons.
And I actually played some of the Spyro games, so I kind of have a soft spot for Spyro. Well, it looks like our boy's coming
Spyro
back.
A Realm Beyond,
Which
developed by Choice for Bob, who actually he developed the Spyro Remastered trilogy as well as Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time.
oh my gosh, our boy is
And Tom
back.
Kenny's also reprising his role as the voice of Spyro.
Ah! I adore Spyro, so I'm actually really excited for this. I'm like not the best at these types of games, but I love Spyro so much. I will totally play this game for him. And it looks phenomenal. Oh my gosh, we're eating good. Okay, so this I actually found very interesting. So this is another game that I think I think it's safe to say that our group enjoy this game,
Oh yeah, you
mouthwashing.
suggested we play this for the Scary Bones round one Halloween.
Yes. And it's one of my favorite series because see, they had asked me, "How intense is this game on a scale of 1 to 10?" And I said 11.
You weren't exaggerating either.
So, the people who made mouthwashing a wrong organ, they're back, and they're considering their oddball route with their next title, Carcass
Fuck
is
is
it
clad.
Carcass? I think it's Carcass. Yeah, it's, a three-person cooperative
Oh,
tank horror
tank
game.
horror.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
you gotta
looks
maneuver a tank
interesting.
through a city. Oh wow.
Yeah, but also, like, again, why are people so excited? Like, mouthwashing was, a major smash hit. It surprised a lot of people. So, I think, that's just why people are excited for this because that really all it says is that, it's, a tank survival horror game. It says we're okay. So we must master tactical mechanics, communicate under intense pressure, and make our escape.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to rely on like your teammates
Mm,
a lot. So we have to cut through a city. We don't have any allies, so we have to survive this to scavenge the dregs of the Australian defenses. With few who remain, the most obsessed of them have accomplished left the street six with chimeric growths of golden body.
yeah.
Masses of divine livestock are adorned on the husk of their machines. Ooh, yeah, I'm excited for this.
Oh, so I'm guessing it's gonna be some body horror with the machines and the livestock.
Oh yeah. Okay. So,
Oh, they got an announcement trailer.
uh,
Yeah, it's down at the
hello.
bottom.
Are
Yep.
you watching it?
Do you need a link or?
No, I got it.
Yeah, like you had to work together to operate the tank together. Uh, a lot of mechanics in the tank for you to operate and work on. Like, seems like teamwork is gonna be essential to survival.
hmm
Oh my god,
And it's still
what
like
happened to
kind
that
of
cow?
in the style. Still in like kind of the
Yeah,
pixel
like the
style that they did with
PS1 style.
mouthwashing. Yes. I adore this style. Oh,
You saw
geez.
the cow?
Yeah, I feel bad for the
Yeah.
cow.
Jeez. Let me know when you're ready for the next X part.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay. Another trailer for the Canada Hat.
So, if y'all are not aware, a long time ago, they did a movie
Live
adaptation of
action,
The Cat
yeah.
in the Hat, but it was a live, and it's very infamous for being terrible and actually also really
Mhm.
creepy. But this animated feature actually looks
Mhm.
pretty decent. The animation's very
Yeah, it's like
bouncy and
stylized.
fluid. Mhm.
Like
And it seems like the cat is part of something that's supposed to, like, help kids, like a magical organization to help
mhm.
kids be happy.
The Institute for the Institution of Imagination and Inspiration LLC it's called. However, every assignment the cat has always ends in a disaster and he's given one last chance. Unless cause if he fails, he loses his hat. And let's see.
Now see, the thing is I actually think this is a good idea because, see, the basics of, like, the book, it's not like, a full-length novel,
A
it's,
stories
the
book.
cat comes to these kids on a rainy yeah, the cat comes on a rainy day. Well, it seems like they're doing more of a plot here where these kids, like, have just moved to a new, town, and they're very unhappy. Well, through some fumbling, they have to go through a bunch of magical, whimsical places. And again, like, this animation is actually really good. Like, when it comes to Warner Brothers, you don't really think of, like, their animated.
Yeah,
movies a
they like they
lot
made a name for
because
themselves
it's
in
like
shorts and TV.
hmm and I feel like a lot of the animated movies that are good, it's because of the people, like,
Hmm.
the team behind it. So, yeah, I actually think this will be really fun. It looks like it's gonna be like, again, the animation's really good. I don't know if it's, like, gonna be, like, groundbreaking or anything. I'll probably
Yeah,
go
like
see
they're
it
hoping this will kick off
because
their
I
new theatrical animation studio. Mhm.
let's hope. Also, Bill Hader is voicing the cat.
Yeah, yeah, like uh, I was yeah, this might. I mean, he fits the character, but I'll be cautiously optimistic about this one, especially with how hit and miss Dr. Seuss adaptations are.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, though, this looks like it's gonna be a million times better than
Oh,
the Mike Myers
definitely.
one. Okay, so
Oh yeah, I added this.
next now yes. So, this is from Cartoon Saloon, who I think it's an Irish company?
Yeah, I believe it's Iris. They did a lot of movies like Song of the Sea, The Secret of Kells, The Breadwinner, and Wolfwalkers.
They everything they make is
Mhm.
gold. This they it's something about the way they animate and, the stories that they choose. So this is actually based off of a children's, picture book called Julian is a Mermaid by Jessica Love. Um, it's about a little boy who wants to be a mermaid and he wants to participate in the Coney Island Mermaid Parade. It has received like a lot of praise. And oh my gosh, the art in this is so cute, but it's also very
Mhm.
beautiful. It's very flowing. Like in the trailer, Julian's like trying on
Mhm.
some jewelry and dressing up, and then this like creature comes in and it fills the room with water. It kind of reminds me a little of a Hayao Miyazaki film, like Ponyo. It reminds me of Ponyo.
Yeah, and like I wouldn't be surprised
It's so pretty.
if that shows inspiration for this.
Yeah, this scene reminds me of Ponyo because these like
Mhm.
fish made of water come into the room. Oh, it's so pretty. This is I think this movie is also probably gonna make me cry. I can already tell.
Okay, let's see.
It's reminding me of
Mhm.
Ponyo and Moana. I'm so excited. This is gonna be good. Oh, it looks so cute. Alrighty.
Okay.
Next up, we have I think they showed did they show a trailer for this at the Video Game Awards?
Yeah, they showed a teaser trailer, and this is now a gameplay trailer.
Mhm.
Orbitals. It's like this looks it's really cool. Like it looks like a anime from the 1980s. It's just not just the outside, but
This
the way it's animated.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it looks like it. Sorry.
I'm all for these anime-inspired games. I love them.
Yeah, personally, I think there's something beautiful, call me nostalgic, but there's something beautiful about Japanese animation back when it was ink and paint. Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Like it just hits differently compared to it being digitally colored.
Mhm. This looks I think it's gonna be
Yeah,
it's a
it's
two-person game. Yep.
cooperative.
It's
Like it
co-op.
reminds me of It Takes Two and Split Fiction a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
gonna
I
be fun.
remember John Thomas Christine that they would play this together. I hope they have fun.
Oh, I
And it
think
looks
they
like it's
will.
gonna be a timed exclusive release for the Switch too.
Mm.
Hmm. Yeah, like Nintendo, they started working with a lot of indies recently for time exclusive stuff.
Mhm.
Okay.
Which is always a good idea.
Hmm.
Because then you can help these indie, companies, find some footing.
Hmm. Oh yeah, and speaking of Switch, the news saying stopping cause One Piece Grand Gourmet has been announced. A cooking slash restaurant sim spin-off.
Which really fits the world of One Piece. Because if you were not aware, One, the character of
Hmm.
Luffy loves to eat, but two, one of these Straw Hat Pirates is a
Shanti, who
chef.
dreams of being not just a master chef, but finding the all blue. And out of the ocean where supposedly all the different fish of all the different climates is inhabit.
Mhm. So that's why he's joined Luffy's because he's hoping to find the all blue.
Oh, not only can you have several One Piece characters dine at your restaurant, but also have them help out find ingredients, use their unique abilities to prepare unique dishes.
I have a distinct feeling you and John are going to
Mm.
probably play this on a
Mm.
super bonus round because John is the biggest
Oh,
One Piece
that
fan.
most definitely is. Also expand the restaurant, add decorations, and yeah, this looks simple yet fun. And it's coming out this October.
I really love the style in this. It's a pixel art with the like. I noticed a bunch of different characters who have appeared in the series. This is gonna be so much fun.
Okay, and is this you?
Yes, this one is me. All right. Oh, Pokemon Pocopia is getting an expansion. I'm not
Yeah,
surprised.
like it sold well enough to the point where Nintendo's even started offering it in bundles.
So Pocopia is a Pokemon game, but it seems to be like taking place somewhere in the distant future where there's no humans, but a Ditto, which is the copycat Pokemon, I guess saw a picture of a human and decided to
Transform into one. Yeah.
pretend to be one.
And
Yeah.
also help build a place where several Pokemon can call home by learning all the different techniques and moves in order to basically renovate the place, add a bunch of different elements to it. And like you can and learn moves from Bulbasaur to help grow plants, Squirtle in order to help help water the plants and add lakes, and even and other fighting Pokemon in order to assemble the place. And from the looks of it, it's getting a underwater mode where
Ooh.
you can actually go underwater in order to build structures and build an underwater town for a lot of water Pokemon. And it's a free update. Come this August. And on top of that, they're also going to be adding even more stuff over the years.
Fun. I'm excited.
Yeah, it seems like it's going to be Animal Crossing, but with Pokemon. Hmm.
I'm down with that.
Oh, John's excited about this. Fire Emblem Fortune's Reeve. The newest installment of the Fire Emblem Tactical RPG series.
Ooh.
Fire Emblem is Nintendo's turn-based strategy RPG franchise, I believe, and it's been developed by. I had it up.
I'm already loving this trailer. Yeah, I remember John making a comment about this. This does look really good. Let's see, does it say when it's
Fire
being
Emblem.
released? September
Oh
17th.
wow, pretty soon.
Oh yeah.
And it seems like it might be a Switch 2 exclusive. Yeah, I remember John absolutely loved Three Houses.
Yeah, I do think we saw a trailer for this
Mm-hmm.
earlier this year. Man, they have some of the best
Oh yeah.
character designs.
Let's see. Yeah, this is another series where they combine turn-based strategy with visual novels. It seems like you also have free time to develop relationships with the characters, or with the calendar system, um, and also tactics. Let's see. Surprised I never played the Fire Emblem games, despite like in turn-based strategies.
I think there's a fair few of them too.
Oh yeah, like for years the series actually was originally Japan exclusive, but after they included characters Roy and Moth in Smash Brothers Melee, the GameCube one, a lot of
Oh yeah.
fans called for them to release in the States, so Nintendo are obliged, and it seems to be pretty big in the States now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I feel like I remember it was on the GameCube where they introduced those 2 characters, and a lot of people were like, "Who the heck are these people?" But then, when people figured out who they were, it's like, "Well, we want the games over here." Okay, so I'm actually kind of excited about this. So, um, a long time ago when the Wii was the big thing, there was something called, Wii
Which was the
Sports.
packaging game.
A Mhm. Well, it looks like they're kinda doing, like, a remake of
A
it, but,
new
like,
game,
expanding on
Nintendo Switch
it.
Sports Resort.
Yes, with 12 sports total. So I'm actually kind of excited about this because I really enjoyed the Wii Sports, game when I had my Wii. And also, see, you're gonna be using, like, the
Mhm.
Joy-Cons, so this will sort of help you get up and move a little.
Yeah, and the one
So you've got art.
game they have
Hmm?
is thumb wrestling.
So we got let's see, tennis, volleyball, ping pong, archery, and boxing. Yep, they're adding bowling. That was in the original.
Volleyball, bowling, basketball, golf, thumb wrestling, skateboarding, power cruising, prop plane, jump rope. Yeah, and it's coming this October.
Oh, it's coming soon.
Okay.
I Okay, I like the thumb
Hmm.
wrestling is kind of
Yeah, like
funny.
you get to place your thumb down to psych out your opponent thinking they have an opening. But if you move away at the last second, you can actually make your thumb grow larger.
I also just wanna say, like, the art in this
Hmm.
is also really nice. It's very like, this resort looks, like, very lush and real.
And just to tell you how long it's been, this is old news, but Deltarune Chapter 5 is out.
Okay, so we kinda have, like, a fun it's not our story, but our friend, John goes to a convention called
Hmm.
Too Many Games each year, and it was last week, if memory
Hmm.
serves me correctly, and the chapter had just, like, literally has just been released, but, there were already
Yeah,
cosplayers.
they already people cosplaying characters who appeared in this chapter.
Yeah. Cosplayers work fast. Now I think all of us are excited for this. Like, if you were a young weeb back in, like, the early 2000s, you probably played Kingdom Hearts. Now, what the heck is Kingdom Hearts? It is Square Enix characters mixed with
You
Disney.
think it wouldn't work, but
Yes,
it
really.
actually did, surprisingly.
Like, here's the thing, we've talked about this, I think, before, but this shouldn't have worked, but it somehow did. And it's become a very successful franchise in its own right. Um, is this Kingdom Hearts
Yeah,
4?
like not only that
Yeah.
they announced that the entire Kingdom Hearts franchise was coming to the Switch 2 in one collection, but Kingdom Hearts 4, which is still in development, will be coming to the Switch 2 day one of launch.
Oh my gosh, dude. I think the Switch store might, like,
Yeah.
break because 'cause we've been waiting years for a new Kingdom Hearts, game, and you're probably like, "Why is that?" Well, as we mentioned, it has Disney characters, and the thing is Disney will be kinda picky about which characters they allow in certain things, but also they have to work with the rights of Square
Mhm.
Enix. They have to be like, "Okay, so this is what we can do and this is what we cannot do." So that's probably why it took so long. It hasn't released, like, anything about the which characters we're gonna see, but it does look like we're being gonna be introduced to a lot of brand new characters. I'm so excited. Y'all might not hear from me for, like, a week.
Yeah. So far, obviously, is Soa in a realistic Japanese like city, fighting a bunch of heartless.
And the
Oh
Heartless look
yeah,
amazing.
but oh yeah,
Now also, all nerds are gonna be excited about this. What is it,
The
Jad?
Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time getting a remake for the Switch 2.
my gosh.
Yeah, like I thought this was a rumor at first, and I
So
thought they were doing some new Zelda game, but then I said, yeah, it focuses on this tapestry, but it features a lot of elements from the a game Ocarina of Time.
so I know there are some people who are like, why does like Nintendo keep remaking a lot of like their older games? And I think part of it is that you can't really play some of the original games. Like they don't have the original files and stuff, probably. Oh, and yeah, I think I played some of this when I so a long, long time ago when Blockbuster was still around, you could do a thing where you could rent a gaming console, and this was
No,
this on
this is on
GameCube?
the Nintendo 64, but it did get
Yeah,
ported to the
I
GameCube.
played some of this
Yeah.
as a child. Yeah. So again, it's like I don't I like, the thing is that this is it the the 64 came out years ago. That was in 1996. I don't know if they even have like the original game still. That's so not only does it make sense to just like remake the game, that also can introduce a lot of people to the game, people
Mhm.
who have wanted to play this. I never got a chance to finish this game, so I'm of course very excited. All right, and last but not least, we have the trailer for
Yeah,
Gato,
this
which is
Pixar's next animated movie,
Pixar's
yeah.
next original
And it's being
original,
directed by the
not
same
a
guy who
sequel or
directed
anything.
Luca.
Ooh,
Oh
Luca
yeah.
was good.
Oh yeah. The Its trailer was hilarious. Like, it also has a more unique art style compared to Pixar films. Like, a lot of the characters, it almost looks
Yeah.
like a painting come to life.
Yeah. The
Hmm.
cats are adorable, of course. Okay, so these 2 cats are, like, interrogating another cat, and they turn on the light, and you know how
Yeah,
cats like
the
dangly
like
things.
lights just dangling back and forth, and they quickly get distracted.
Oh, it's obvious they have cats because they understand cats.
Hmm. Okay. And okay, so all that's left is recommendations. So, Rudy, would you like to go
All
first?
right. Yes. So, um, one is a game, and it is called Creature Kitchen, and this got really popular. I watched one of my friends play it on Twitch, and so I decided to give it a try. You're basically cooking for a bunch of
Mhm.
cryptids. You are given the task of moving into this cabin by some mysterious person, and then you are introduced to a bunch of cryptids, and you have to figure out what kind of food they like. Um, and it's a very short game, but it's extremely sweet, it's fun, it's quirky, it's just adorable, and, my favorite cryptid is called the New Jersey Nightwalker, and there's one in here, like, you're playing the game, and all of a sudden you hear something at the door, this little adorable, Jersey, Nightwalker comes in, and his name is Pants, and I love him.
Pants?
Yes, his name is Pants, I adore him. Then, so I'm talking about this film again because I really, really liked it. It's called I Love Boosters. It was directed by Boots Riley, and it is a surreal like satire. So what is a booster? A booster is someone who steals high end clothes and then sells them cheap at a much much cheaper price. So it is a absurdist crime comedy film featuring Kiki Palmer, Naomi Aki, Taylor Page, and also Demi Moore as like the main antagonist. And it's really good. If you don't like absurdist stuff, I can't recommend it, but the cast is amazing. The special effects are really cool. Um, and like the story is basically this group of boosters called the Velvet Game have been hitting a chain of fashion stores called Metro Designers that is designed by Christy Smith. And at first it's like, yeah, they're just like stealing the clothes, but then it turns out there's like a conspiracy behind Christy Smith. And they also meet a girl from China who make like the clothes that go in these stores. And she has like this teleporter I know it sounds really bizarre, but that's, like, part of it, but it's, like, it's such a it's a one of those films that really hit super close because it was showing how in order for things to get better for you, you have to care about other people because, like, everyone is connected, and also, it's very down with, like, capitalism and stuff, so I, of course, loved it, and I love Keke Palmer. I am obsessed with her. I loved her back, like, on, when she was, like, on Disney Channel and Nickelodeon. I just absolutely adore her, so, of course, I loved this movie.
Okay, now my first recommendation, I'm not sure if I recommended it on the podcast yet, but it's a short film by Don Hertzfeldt called Rejected, and I remember being obsessed with this one back in high
Mm.
school. Now, the story behind Rejected is that it claims it's a bunch of commercials Hertzfeldt made that got rejected, hence the name. But you can see that it's not really that serious, it's just a joke, and it needs a lot of surreal humor. Or like, the spoon is too big. Or a bunch of these dancing.
That I do remember this. Me and my friends would quote that, "My spoon is too big."
For the love of God and all that is holy, my anus is bleeding! Yeah, and we
Ugh.
also feel another film by Don Hertzfeldt on this podcast. It's Such a Beautiful Day, which is my all-time
Mhm.
favorite animated movie. Mhm.
Highly recommend it.
And the next one, my next recommendation is one I watched a couple of weeks ago with my dad. Send Help. It's a horror comedy thriller directed by Sam Raimi, creator of The Evil Dead, director of Drag Me to Hell, director of the Sony Spider-Man trilogy, and director of Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Now, uh, Raimi is a master of blending horror and comedy. Like, he's not afraid to get campy with his films. And that's what happened. It's like with this film. Hang on, let me pull up the Wikipedia real quick. It
See, a lot of people know Sam Raimi from, like, Spider-Man, but he's also really, really a fantastic, like, horror director.
We focus on Linda Little, who's a socially awkward and downtrodden corporate strategist out of her office. And she's trapped on an island with her boss, Bradley Preston. And what's funny is the trailer's made promoted almost like it's a rom-com, but that's not exactly what it is. In fact, it takes a while for the dark horror uh, material to get there, especially by the third act. Like, it is not for the screamers, but what makes this hilarious is how rapid the tone of shifts can be, and yet it still feels natural. Like, it's peak Rami. Like a lot of people said, it's the hidden gem of the year so far. Cause
That's on my to watch list. I
yeah,
really wanna see it because 'cause I've heard nothing but good things
yeah,
about
like it
it.
was originally supposed to be on Prime Video, but Rami didn't want this to be on straight to streaming, so he managed to work out a deal with 20th Disney, who released it under the 20th Century Studios label. Like, yeah, this is definitely one if you're a big Sam Raimi fan of his past works, and I absolutely love this one.
Alrighty. So, next up, we're going to be reviewing a fun little French film called A Cat in Paris. Thank you guys for your patience. I'm going to try to be more on top of things. We will see you guys then.
Bye.
Bye.